I think we'll leave it there for the moment. Okay, so let's run over for loops really quickly. Basically, just to finish off the last lesson, we just use join. So basically, here's a simple way of running through the list and using the method join and putting the colons in between each of the items. Here's a very simple for loop for a list. So for each item in the list, print it out. Okay, look at the indent. Important there, indent print. If we change that to y, we get a longer list because the variable y was longer. And here, we're going to just print out a hash line at the end after each of the items that is printed out. So we print out the items and then just do it. Here, the important bit is to see the indent. So this line will just be at the end of the list. Okay, so now on to a few conditions. Bear in mind we're just working with lists at the moment. Here, we're going to set text equal to false. And then we'll just do an if statement. So if apples exist in our list X, then we will set that variable equal to true. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? And as apples do exist in our list, then that will be set to true. Okay, before we print that out, let's just add some more logic to it because we can put logic in a list. So if this item is in there, okay, we will then change the text or append it to that variable as true or false. And cauliflower isn't there, so it becomes false. So the first one was true and the second one was false, as we can see. So that was nice. We're going to do some more, I think, in this video, just to make up for lost time. So we've got a nice little example here of temperature. So if we set the variable temperature equal to 12, and then we come up with a little statement, okay? So if the temperature is greater than 15, it's warm. Well, it is here in the UK, or it's chilly, okay? So we print that out, it's a bit chilly. And then the next one down is list comprehension. So we'll take a closer look at this. I'll try and zoom in at that rather confusing looking statement, but very useful. So what we're looking at here is the wording. If we have our variable above here, x, and then basically, as with the for loop, we have the for each word in our variable list x, yeah, then we will grab that word and then apply this condition to it. In this case, so if the length of the word is greater than 10, then it will print it out. So once again, we have our list x. So for each word in that list, we grab the word. For that word, we will apply this condition. Okay? Probably the best way to word it is just to think of it as a normal loop for word in X. If, as soon as you put your if statement, then go back and get the word and decide what to do with it. I hope that's clear. So here below, we've got another conditional kind of statement to do with list. So list comprehension. Once again, it's a little bit confusing to go through too quickly. So I'm going to kind of zoom in on the video and show you how this list comprehension works. With this list comprehension, I want to take a little bit longer over it. So we have our for loop. So for each number in this array of numbers, okay, and then we're immediately going to do a condition to it, and if we have the condition, we need our number here. If we didn't put the squaring item in, then we would just see if each number is below 0, we'd print them out. So we'd probably, hopefully, print out -5 and 10. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, but due to the fact that we are squaring the number, this is shorthand for squaring. Okay, I'm going to run through it one more time. So for each number in our array, we grab the number, square it if it is less than 0. So I suppose the correct terminology would be better to look at it as for each number in this array, if the number is less, so it goes through the first one, that is less than 10, so it grabs the first number, it's less than 0, then we will square it and print it out. And it does it for the second one, for that number in the array. If it is less than that, then square it. Okay, so hopefully we should get 25 and 100. Yeah, 25 because -5 squared is 25 and -10 squared is 100. Hope that's good too.